Ambrose.
Mm.
The sun is nowhere to be found. You hunger. You have only two choices while you are hunted. To run or to hide.
I'm gonna go with run.
Athletics, please.
Is this normal Ambrose roll?
No.
So stray or?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Ooh. That's a 12.
You hunger. And you are hunted. There is something exhilarating in the hunt, be you predator or prey. Heal to half health if you are, if you have less than half health.
Got you.
And set yourself to -1 on the condition track if you are at or below -1.
Oh, that's a bit better.
Better? Oh, no.
I was at -4.
Oh.
You spy your prey, like the rabbit, moving among the boughs and roots. It slips between the grasping arms of roots that drip with viscera. But at the same time, you feel eyes upon your neck. Do you run, or do you hide?
I'm gonna run again.
Athletics.
Definitely not just because this is a better stat. Oh.
Oh.
That's an 11. Rolled a 2. My fancy new dice set as well. It's betraying me.
You finally catch up to her. Her legs broken for you as a gift. She weeps with bloody laughter. You feel the shadow closing in. You are hungry. Do you take your prize?
Yes.
as your teeth close upon her ribs. It's not the same. You see Saffron's face looking into your eyes, begging and pleading. As you crush and gnaw and gnash, but it's not the same. Her blood doesn't taste like. And then you feel the blades. As Saffron falls upon you. The sublime beauty of sanguine steel between your ribs. Make a resolve roll.
There we go. Oh dear. Non-natural 20.
Okay. At last, or perhaps again, your memory will always leave you. Again and again in this place. You pull yourself from the muddy, bloody pit that you slept within at the edge of the forest field. You are Ambrose once more. At the edge of the wood. And that was a very bad dream, wasn't it? Make a perception roll for me, if you would, please.
Dokie. Oh, natural 20.
Confirm.
Confirmed with a 16.
All right. Congratulations. You pull yourself awake. At half health still. -1 on the condition track. Blood in your mouth. Mud dripping from your shoulders and your hands. You're cold, even though this place smells of smoke. And you are at the edge of the wood.
What kind of condition is Ambrose in if he looks down at himself?
Nude. With...
I've got to keep the audience entertained somehow.
Yeah. With fresh... With fresh scars that are newer than some old scratches which are still open.
Right, well, that doesn't make sense. Are there any remnants of what I'm just going to assume was some kind of Sabbath?
Looking around and with your perception, the first thing you hear are crows. But the second thing you notice is that you are, it seems, far away from wherever you began your journey. Just beyond the woods, however, there is farmland. So, similar to how you entered the wood, right?
Yeah. I'm sure they'll be
Well, the
overjoyed to see
trees
me
are
again.
unfamiliar.
Well, civilization again, it seems.
As you turn, you put your hand up to shield from a sun that isn't there. The sky is just a haze, and all around the horizon beyond you is like just before sunrise, as though there were a great flame far beyond, just past the horizon. And you see across the field, and you hear the church bells begin to toll.
Suppose it's time to go to church.
You are a long way away from where you started.
He's gonna make his way towards the church bells.
Do you see the reference?
Yes.
Yes. So, as you make your way through the fields, there are workers, citizens, slaves. It's unclear. They are sifting through the crop, finding chaff and pulling it. As you walk through the wheat, the grain, they turn to look at you, silently. You see in the distance they raise another, strung up for the crows, and the bells keep ringing. You make your way closer to the city. It's less like a city and more like a region. The spires that rise seem half built, half grown. It's more like a biome, a geographic landscape, than it is structure. But you wander. And even though your back feels cold with every step, you start to sweat a little. You feel the radiant heat from a distant horizon, and you taste the smoke in the air. Make an endurance roll.
Okie dokie. Endurance is 14.
Right. You go down another on the condition track from
Fudge cake.
thirst. But with your perception, you spy something before you've left the sprawling farmlands. You spy a well. Around it is fallow grasses. And atop the side of the well wall stands a black goat looking at you from the middle distance.
Does this one look at all familiar?
It does.
Well, you can lead an Ambrose to water. Are there any sort of workers around it? Or is it just the goat?
Not too near it, but there are some between you and the well.
Can Ambrose see what their faces look like?
As you pass by one, he turns to look at you. They seem mostly human. Gaunt. Worn and dirty. But you've seen people topside, not in the pit, that look worse than this. Not many, but some.
You know, you should smile more, my dear. You're never fully dressed without one.
He watches you silently, then pulls a bit of chaff from the ground and begins to chew it with gnarled and blackened teeth. And goes back to his work.
Well, evidently not a conversationalist. He'll head on to the black goat.
You reach the well as the last of the bells ring. Some of the workers closer to the city are heading inside, down the slopes from the upper plains, down what look like the edge of staircases that you can see. The spires must stretch even further down into a sort of crater pit at the edge of these fields. The goat speaks to you. Have you tasted your delights?
Some. But there's never enough, are there?
No. Have you found new desires?
Many.
You reach the edge of the well and you see the glint of the water below.
I'm assuming bucket and chain setup?
Nope.
Oh. God for them.
You can see that the water is not too far down.
But I'm guessing requiring it would involve leaning over the edge of a well.
Yes.
Great, that's not exactly at all how my grandfather broke his back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He didn't die then.
So glad this is relevant.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to ask this out of pure etiquette. Is there anything around other than just grass?
There is grass. There are the spires in the distance. There are periodically some old pieces of bone amidst the dirt. And there are the poles that hang the unfortunate.
Any skull caps?
Any what?
Skull caps.
Skull caps.
Like the top of a skull.
Oh, like
The bones.
made of bone.
Yeah, yeah. I'm assuming if...
You'd have to look around.
well... Does the water look reachable via leaning?
Maybe just.
There are any big
You
stones
do have
around?
longer arms than some.
Hmm. Do any of the well stones look loose?
Make a fortune roll.
That will be... Oh! Natural 20!
Confirm.
I love this. These... I'm so glad I spent too much on these dice. 14.
Indeed. Moving around the well, the goat backs off a little bit, and the one that it was standing on is loose as it shifts its weight. Do you pull at the stone?
My plan is to drop it into the water to raise the water levels somewhat.
And also let you get closer to the surface.
Exactly.
Alright? As you pull at the stone, it's like the stone is stone, but the mortar, it's like peeling a scab.
Hmm.
It's wet and fresh.
Interesting construction materials around here. Can I get it loose?
Yeah. It's strangely satisfying to peel it up.
Hmm. He's gonna cast Kaplonk and drop it.
The well, dark and pristine, is broken like the surface of a mirror. It sends ripples and splashes before beginning to settle once more. The other stones, now with that one loose, are also loose. Your heart is known, says the goat, watching you work at the stones.
Sorry, what was that last thing you said?
Your heart is known, says the goat, watching you work at the stones.
Well, probably to everyone but me. You have any insight in that?
You desire a taste of gold.
And there's none here.
A remnant of what was that cannot be.
What was, then?
Looking down into the well, you see a reflection of a face behind you as you look down. The ripples blur it, but you can tell who it is. In your mind's eye, at least. It's her.
He will whip around immediately.
The black goat stands a little ways away. Back in the field. There is no delight in a desire that cannot be.
I don't know what you mean. It was. That.
And now?
Well, now I'm here.
And never again. Yes.
So, what now?
There is someone who has tasted your heart. The haze and smoke that it leaves. Even while speaking, the goat kneels down to eat some chaff from the ground.
And who might that be, I wonder?
There are many princes in the pit. And you are being offered something. A gift that any in this pit would sacrifice everything for. A way back. When he says a way back, in unison, just in the distance, you see the caps of all of the workers just stop their work and turn towards you.
A truly desired commodity. Might I ask who this benefactor is?
He gives not his name so readily. But he is, even now, lingering above. And he has heard your name. Your heart is not the only one with impossible desire.
And what is the trade? It doesn't sound as if this sort of thing comes for free.
That when you find her, you take her.
Just straight away, or...?
That when you find her, you follow your desires The black goat begins to turn and finally faces you directly and begins to slowly walk towards you. And you feel that hunger and that thirst in you. You feel the sting of blades in your back and the taste of mortal blood on your lips.
None of that in here. So maybe it's time to head back up top.
The only way out is through. When he says the word out, all of the workers in the distance, one by one, start to stand up and move towards you. In the time it takes for your eyes to scan the horizon, many of them have broken into a sprint.
Can I make an inference of through what? Through them? Through the goat?
Indeed, you being confused is not at all that's not at all a bad thing. You must only accept the goat's jaw breaks.
Oh, that's not helpful. Does he have any weapons?
Ambrose? No.
God. I suppose I could just kill you. That might work.
The goat's skull splits.
Oh, looks like we're ahead of schedule on that.
Accept. Go to him, and he will give you your desire.
I'm guessing the city. Is there enough of the goat skull to take?
The goat is still walking towards you, and then its back breaks, and it's almost as though there's something moving inside it. Accept, it commands. Instinctively taking a half step back, you bump into the low wall of the well.
Very well. I accept.
As soon as you say that, the goat splits and things begin to crawl from it. Not the least of which is a horned and bearded figure with a wide, wide grin. And as he lunges from the broken spine, the meager wall of the well gives way, and you fall. The water that envelops you is so, so warm. seal cracks. You smell something familiar. Alright, Phoebes, you can switch it over. And don't worry, Lex, we could have that conversation anytime. That's
I've done it, it's just my computer's taking its sweet ass time. I did switch it. Yes, I did.
CC.
Hi.
Make a recovery roll with advantage.
Okay. $18.
Alright. Congratulations. You are no longer delirious, and you no longer have a -1 on the condition track, thanks to a certain vial of Arath.
Yay.
You still feel like that fevery feeling, but it's that fevery feeling when you're medicated with a medicine that gives you energy.
Okay.
So you feel the fever stuff, but it's not keeping you tired.
I see.
The botanist seems a little surprised that you're doing so well. You've been laid to rest, and you've been laid in the hut. You remember there was a lot of talking, and you got moved at one point, and Theo carried you.
No.
And then there was almost a shootout, but not yet. And now you're in this room with some of the militia.
Okay.
It's raining outside.
It's just the militia, like, there's no one else that I
The militia,
recognize.
there is a professor and the botanist.
So no one from, like, the
Correct.
party. I'm gonna look towards the botanist. Oh. I'm gonna look towards the botanist. The rest of them?
They went after. We had a group that went into the temple to establish the initial providence of the site. And unfortunately, that was 2 weeks ago. And the temple has been shut ever since then. When your friends came, when you came, the temple opened once more.
Is it still open?
For now.
get to my feet and kind of. Where is it?
Your fever's gone down. That's the most effective I've ever seen that herb work.
Yes, I'm sure it was the herb.
It was, partly.
Hmm.
Alright. On Owlbear. Do you see your token
No. Where am
on the far right of the map?
Oh, there I am. Whee! I'm assuming I move over here.
No.
Hello. Oh,
No, you
never
were-
mind.
You were a select. That's where you were, that spot in the hut.
Hmm.
And everyone else was inside.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna head towards the temple then.
You are stopped by the captain at the door.
Can I help you?
He gives you a once-over. Are you well enough to be standing?
I am standing, am I not?
If you push yourself, you will have to stay and rest longer.
I will take my chances.
He slowly nods. And he goes back inside. There were others of his militia that were wounded, and he continues to tend to them.
Just build different.
Yeah.
Plot armor.
As you step outside, it is raining.
Cool.
Big fat raindrops.
I'm gonna pull my shield out and use it as a makeshift umbrella.
As you
Why
do
not?
so, like, treating that shield like a kettle drum. Like it's the kind of rain that when you're sitting in your car, you're like, is this hail?
I love that kind of rain. Yeah. I'm gonna keep going towards the temple.
Saffron.
Mhm.
Don't kill me just yet. When you see the blood just beyond the open door, with the knowledge that you have yet to fire off any kind of flare to try and alert the others. With the knowledge that Cece is still back there and it's just the three of you, what do you do?
Um, she'll poke her head in.
Okay. to the right, there is the new map. And that room is accurate. The center archway is where you're poking your head through.
She'll turn back around to Theo and Hillary. We should probably light that flare.
Yes, probably.
Endurance rolls, the three of you.
Okay.
David, you're muted.
Yeah, I am not using Owlbear because it's just not loading.
Yeah, then Lex, if you wouldn't mind streaming.
Yep.
Or someone.
I can do that.
Okay.
Thank you. 28.
I got a 23.
Okay.
I got a 6. I'm going to re-roll with fortune.
You don't need to do that. This is just for how hungry you were.
Oh, okay. In that
And
case, I got a 6.
yeah,
Relax.
Hillary, like, when they suggest shooting off the flare, that's a good idea. But Hillary, you're also, yeah, you didn't get your steak and eggs breakfast this morning.
In the damn weather.
Yeah. If we're stopping to shoot off the flare, I mean, we could,
Alright, Mark, sit down.
we could have a peck, a nibble.
Yeah.
And it's
Why
right
not?
about tea time anyway.
Oh, what are we doing?
As Saffron comes back up from below, Cece enters in from the main entrance, shaking her hair out from the rain.
There you all are.
You should be resting.
Sure, maybe. Or I could be here.
Theo's already, briskly walking over to her, and he'll, put the back of his hand against her forehead. Are you sure you're alright?
I'm fine.
You don't look fine.
She's gonna take
That's
his hand.
rude.
She'll shoot Theo a glare.
You look lovely.
She'll place a kiss on his palm. Thank you.
But seriously, if you're not feeling up to it, perhaps it's better that you rest some more.
I'm okay. I promise.
He'll nod and smile at her. And cheeks. So, are we letting off this flare? We found something back there.
A dead body.
Yeah, Cece, you also spy a corpse.
Oh. Okay. You been
and-
busy?
And a couple of pieces of dead vampire bat lemurs.
That's
You all have been busy?
Cece, the corpse is there.
I figured
So-
it was that one, yeah.
Yeah, so I've kind of we didn't kill him. He was dead when we got here.
That makes it slightly more concerning.
And there's another one down there, so we better go light this flare and then start figuring this shit out.
Who has the flare? 'Cause I don't think I have it.
I don't have it.
Hillary?
Hillary,
All right.
Okay.
fucking has it, bro.
you have a
Those are
red
the-
flare. You have a red flare and a green flare, which work out of any standard pistol.
All right. I'm going to let go of the flare, indicating we have it under control, but we need them to come up so we can start unloading.
All right. Then Hillary steps outside for a moment and looking up, aiming for a meager break in the clouds.
And through the canopy as well.
Yep. Boom! A bright green alchemic light shoots off into the sky. And with that, we will do a little bit of a time skip.
Ooh.
First things first, a flashback. Saffron had a little private adventure
Oh.
that was set
see.
back before you guys left to Indara.
Ah.
So she got a little bit of information that's not relevant to this, but just you can tell him Lex about your adventure.
Can we have like rainy music? Just like rain sounds in general?
Mm. Would it be easier, Phoebe, if we just did like the group watch a YouTube thing?
Yeah, that's fine by me. Honestly, the less
I
things
mean,
that
it
I've
has
got
a-
running over here is better.
I mean, it has a timeout thing.
It's fine.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Then give me a second. I will be right back, but you guys set that up.
Oh my god.
We
Why is
could
it-
play Wordle.
Right, I'm closing Carpathian
Mm-hmm.
because so much fucking grief right now. It's not even funny.
Bro, these ads are gonna get us copyrighted. Okay. So I think, yeah, this would be before Saf and Cece made up. Obviously before the trip to South Indara. Theo, this will probably be, maybe like, I don't know. I want to say before you went and attacked Saf's dad for like time stuff.
Okay.
Then Cece and Amira would be close. We can say that Cece's sleeping. It's fine. But basically, Saf was helping Carpathian sort through all the letters that we were getting about the just like people asking for help, and she decided to go on one to start getting through it because the list was getting a little long. And she basically told Theo that, and Hillary, I think, that she was going to go and talk to this woman whose husband was taken by the gold butchers, and she was going to go make the men that took her husband pay. And she was going to go talk to this woman and figure it out and then go from there. She disappeared for the whole night and into some of the next day.
Jeez.
It's probably evening when she gets back, actually. So she's been gone about 24 hours now. Maybe a little longer. And she's not wearing the same clothes as she was wearing. And she looks not good, but not horrible at the moment. She looks like she's had a bath, but she's been beaten up pretty badly. This was also probably before Ambrose left as well. So she'll walk in. Where would everyone be? In the house.
I'm just thinking.
Well, it's whoever wants to roleplay. So make yourself known.
So was this after the whole
After the
thing at the gunsmiths?
No, this was before
You know, where
that.
before that, but after Theo's thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm
Okay,
there.
so if I'm thinking rightly, they wouldn't have fallen out yet.
Yeah.
CC,
No, they wouldn't
CC
have.
and Saffron, because it was.
Listen,
yeah.
This was really confusing for me. I didn't realize Mark was going to do this.
No, I'm just trying to get. I'm talking myself through it as much as anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I think Theo would just be mooching around, maybe in the music room.
You'd hear the front door open and shut. Where would Ambrose be? Dylan.
Oh, Dylan.
Dylan. I miss my Ambrose. I want to roleplay with him, please.
Okie dokie. So I missed that last little bit. I was having a couple of
Where
connection
was-
issues.
Where was Ambrose? In the house.
Tends to hang out most in the parlour.
Yeah, I think
Werewolf and Barber.
I think she kind of shuts the door quite loudly, so you would hear it as well. Oh, Cece's gone. Hi, Cece. Welcome back.
Sorry, my stuff was being weird.
Cece, where would you be? Saf's heading for the kitchen, to be clear.
I think she probably would have been in the library.
I think the house would be quite quiet at the moment because it's quite. I'd say it's late in the evening, like after dinner time, and
Okay, I'm back.
the door just shuts
Bring back.
loudly. What do people do?
Theo's ears will perk up, hearing the door go. And I think at that point, he'd be thinking, chamomile tea before bed. So he'll go downstairs to the kitchen.
She looks pale. And, she has like sore eyes, like she's been hit in the head quite badly.
Are you well? Sit down.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I just need a drink.
Sit. I'll make us one. What do you want?
Hot chocolate, water, anything, honestly.
Okay, I will get to making hot chockies. Hot chocky. You know, We said that we'd tell each other things that were going on.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna keep it from you, don't worry. So the woman, I went to... Maybe I should, let's ring everyone for, hot chocolate, and I'll tell you, because I don't want to relive it, so...
Okay. I'm gonna carry on making hot chockies for everybody.
Saf will ring the little bell that is in every room of the house to make sure that people know to gather.
I'm gonna roll for hot chocky.
Whoa.
Science?
Roll for hot.
Ooh, that's 24.
Ooh,
Yes.
lovely hot chocolate.
What my
Yeah.
system has been reduced to.
Yum 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 yum.
What, you mean you didn't want us to use your system to make delicious hot chocky?
Also, this would have been before Ambrose's
Yeah, no, Ambrose is there.
escapades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone's
You know.
here.
Would I
Hillary
be there?
might be... Yeah, Hillary would be there probably. But he might be at home. It's up to you whether you want to roleplay or not.
Yeah, because I'm thinking this is going to be after Agnes, after that whole mess, and before Ambrose Lee, before we went out and all watched the fight. And I wasn't there a lot then. That's why I'm wondering.
Yeah.
But if I can be there, I'll be there. I'm just
Yeah,
trying to
entirely
think.
up to you. You can be there if
All right, I'll be there.
Yippee!
So you three hear the ringing of the bells in each room.
All right, and I bring a bottle of whiskey down to pour it into the hot chocolate.
Yummy.
Yes.
Just gonna come down with the book in hand. Just something that she found in the library. Something she was reading.
Ambrose will head up from his parlour. I'm guessing probably like silk evening robe, fashionably open.
Fashionably open, all right.
Slutty little robe.
So I may have burnt down a building.
Another one?
Did you
Wait,
accidentally kill someone again?
I need wine for this.
Pour a little extra in my cup. Hot chocolate or the whiskey. Did you kill somebody
Hot
again?
chocolate wine and whiskey.
Actually, I killed a lot of people.
Was it accidental or intentional? I need it for my bingo.
I need it for my bingo. I'm gonna kill myself.
I choose to believe that's 100% what
Okay.
Hillary said in canon, not David.
For my bingo. Where's our fucking quotes channel?
Okay, all I need now is Ambrose shifts in the stray, doesn't kill anything for 3 rounds.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been tough filling this out because Ambrose has been gone. 25% of this thing is Ambrose.
She'll kind of pull one of her legs up. There was this woman and her husband got taken by gold butchers. And she asked us to avenge him. He's alive, but they're going through trial process, and she just wanted justice that the justice system couldn't give her. I spoke to her, and then I spoke to the cart man for the information of the things of the people, and got them, and they worked down at a warehouse. Actually, one of them worked for your company, Hillary. He's dead. He's dead now. Very
He's dead. Okay.
very
Well, what did he look like? I I want to know, get some idea how much of a problem it's going to be.
I don't think he was anything more than a low worker.
It's your basic thug. Okay.
Yeah. So I tried. I failed. To do what I wanted to do successfely, which didn't involve killing anyone, and I ended up having to go against six of them. All of them a lot stronger than me, physically, and I killed 3 of them, and then I didn't. She like touches the back of her head. I didn't dodge a hammer, like a big one, and they knocked me out. I woke up in a box.
What box?
Yeah, it was like a shed, and I had to break out of said shed, and then I was in a cage for a while.
Just before or after the shit?
I was in the shed in the cage. It was like a double cage situation. They took my daggers, and they figured out who I was, and since a lot of them are gold butchers, that meant anyway, I was in a big warehouse, and they had guns, but I killed them, most of them. I spared one, actually, and then they obviously found out. Obviously, they called their other friends, and Kai spoke to me, and I almost got caught again. What else?
There's more?
Yeah, well, I set the place on fire, the warehouse, because there was multiple cages, and it made me really uncomfortable. Like it was like in the back of the warehouse. Like I don't know, but they deserved it. They were bad people. They were attacking me. Most of them were attacking me, and they were going to, if I didn't kill them, they were going to, but I saved one of them. Well, yeah, I stabbed him in the leg to get him to write a note for the woman, so that I wasn't going, my intention wasn't actually to go there and kill anyone, but they made it really, really hard when they started hurting me, so, I threw a table at some of them. They shot at me. One of them shot at their friend's head because I had just killed him, and his head caved in, and then his chest. But then I killed the guy that shot him. And then the fire, and I watched the guy that I had not killed, and the gold butchers showed up, like a lot of them, and they kicked him back inside, and they were gonna let him die, and I don't know why I chose to go back for him. I don't know, but I did, and he took me to the top area, and then things were falling because of the red fire, the flames everywhere, and Kai was speaking to me on the speakers, and I almost died.
Kai was there?
He wasn't there, but he was on the speakers in the place, and he knew I was there, and he was telling them what to do, that when I crawled out, burnt, to bring him to me. So that was just lovely. So Logan was the guy I saved. He saved me. He came back for me when I was gonna fall and die. But we escaped on the rooftop, and then he left me, and I thought that he'd betrayed me. But he didn't. and I went to Enid, and I cleaned myself up, and I almost died. So, let's not do any of those missions without each other, okay?
Thought we had an agreement you weren't going to do any more of those things.
This was before that.
Oh,
hmm
okay.
No, because we did have an agreement, and but the thing is, it's not the fact that she told people that she was doing this. She didn't keep it to herself.
Wow. Okay. Just almost dying is not something we like to hear about.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. But I did it. She wanted to read about it in the newspaper, and I wanted to warn you guys that would be in the newspaper, and it was me.
Have we seen a newspaper yet about this? No, he's not even here.
Marcus?
He's here.
What? He's here? Mark's
Yep.
here?
Yep.
Oh, have we read anything newspaper about this tournament?
There was a warehouse fire,
Aha.
and it claimed the lives of some men who, in their free time, were brave servants of the church.
I see. Continues to confirm my view that the gold butchers are working for the church. Okay. But there's no mention of a young lady being seen at the scene who thought to have perished or
No.
escaped. No, good. That's good. So her name or description is not included in the article. That's
Yeah, I didn't think
Good
it would be.
news.
I got there before the Clipperman got there.
Well, so far it looks like no harm, no foul, but I imagine that Kaya is going to be taking a dimmer view the next time he sees you.
He was. Yeah, he knew it was me, which is crazy because I don't know how he could have known it was me. I don't know. They were playing cards for my stuff. They might have told him about the daggers. I don't know, but yeah. I thought I'd tell you.
Did you recover all
Yes.
your possessions?
I
Okay.
have everything. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Oh.
gonna set down my drink, and go over to Amira and just let me have a look at your head. A hammer to the head is never a good thing. You just
Yeah, she'll let
let's
him.
have a look. Can I roll something, or do you want me to roll something? I just want to see how bad it is.
Lex, you could just tell how bad it is.
It's concussion.
Okay.
It knocked you the fuck out for multiple hours.
Mhm.
Level.
Oh, great. Okay. And how long ago did this happen?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Oh, you should probably be seen by a doctor then.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I saw Enid.
Well,
no doctors, no hospital.
a concussion that knocks you unconscious can damage the dura of your brain and cause brain swelling.
I just need sleep. And
No, you don't. That is the opposite of what you need when you have a concussion.
That's what I was gonna say.
You should not be sleeping.
Yep. We need to make sure that we can wake you, because if you fall unconscious again, you need immediate medical attention.
all right. Yeah. So I have a gold butcher that owes me a favor, and also that woman owes us a favor as well.
Okay. Does your gold blood help recover from an injury like this?
It seems that whether it's more likely from her training and her resilience that she will be okay.
Jeez. Okay. She's like a football star. That's right. They'll get permanent injury from concussions. Nah, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll probably find out about the repercussions of it in sort of 10 or so years.
That's right.
She'll look
And when
to
she starts,
Ambrose.
when she starts drooling and picking through trash, yeah.
She'll look to Ambrose.
He looks somewhere between hurt and a little vacant.
Vacant.
As if
That's
this
interesting.
is this the first time? Because this is. I'm sorry, I'm having a little bit of difficulty placing the timeline.
So
But
this is after we've had the conversation where we tell each other what we're doing, okay, and we there's no secrets. But before she goes and tries to kill her father's partner, in the other
Before
gun
she
warehouse.
doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is already at least a couple of killing sprees in, is what I'm saying.
We're trying to put this in the killing timeline here.
The killing timeline. We really do need one of those.
I really did try not to use violence. I promise. I had a plan, and it was going so well, but they were gonna...
You were defending yourself.
Yes, no, but I mean, are you Saffron yet?
What do you mean?
Yeah, this is after the ball, right? So
Okay,
Yeah.
After.
it's okay. So she's
yeah, you
Saffron.
would be Saffron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Saffron, you're a trained assassin. We expect you to behave like a trained assassin.
I've been trying not to.
Oh, I know, but that's like asking a trained warrior to not use violence when they see someone attacked or they're being attacked. You're trained to respond to that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe just wear a helmet next time.
Yeah, we need to find a helmet for for Saffron here. He goes off into the jungles of Thindara.
Ambrose?
I feel like we need to do this kind of thing together in future.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be easy, but it completely took me off guard. I wasn't expecting him to pull up with 5 other people with weapons. And I definitely wasn't expecting to lose, but I did. And
I don't think diplomacy is going to be the way forwards with the gold butchers.
No, we're well past diplomacy.
yeah. Oh, and also I told the cartman some information to get the information on these men. That Rion the Seventh was working with the church, and also was working with the guy who died, who I killed. And then he said, "How do I know that you're telling the truth?" And I said, that I had slept with Kai and also had killed the guy that he wanted dead. So that might also come up as well, just so that you all know that I did that. It was either that or give him 2 vials of Orath, and I didn't really want to use that specifically, so yeah.
when I had my conversation with Kai, I would have subtly tried to pump him for information to see what his feelings were regarding Saffron. Because that changes that conversation now.
I mean, you didn't know it was him when you spoke to him, so...
That's true, I did not. That's true, I did not. You're right.
So next time when we do these missions for these people, we scout it out together to see how dangerous it is, because that was so incredibly dangerous, and I didn't even.
Because if you're not unconscious, you can't defend yourself.
Yeah, I realized that they tied me up quite roughly to some chairs. So, also, actually, there is one more thing. You know the hound, right? The hounds, the ones with the spindly stuff that have really...
of course.
Yes. They were there. Well, at least one of them was.
There?
Yes. I heard tapping on the top of the shed that I was in. And I thought it was water at first, but then there was very large, spindly handprints, and the water fell silently. So...
Uh-huh. Did they come out of any corners or odd angles?
I don't know. I was kind of focused on getting out.
Did the hounds see you?
I don't know. They must have. You must have smelt me, I think. I lost a lot of blood. And I was not... Yeah, that was... I could have died. But, I did kill all of them, except one. So... that woman now owes us a favour. I don't know how valuable she'd be, but that's how Miriam got as prolific as she was, so...
Do we know who this woman is?
I have her name. Agatha Lawrence?
Yeah. You can know who she is.
She has connections in the fashion world, seamstresses.
Yeah, she's a haberdasher.
Yeah, haberdasher.
Well, if we ever need any hats.
Ambrose.
Just... This doesn't seem like a valuable use of your talents.
I know.
No.
Honestly, I went in there with the intention of not killing anyone and getting them to sign a sorry letter, getting to write a sorry letter, maybe by hurting them, maybe not, if they just complied, but then...
What, don't you apologize? Right! You're not going to get them out of that.
Yeah, well, I would do what I do best with that, to get them to apologize.
Sure.
And
but in
then
light of the fact you ran into Kai, you ran into some of the hounds, you were knocked unconscious, you were nearly killed.
Yep. All of those things. I don't know what to tell you.
Please don't.
I won't be doing any of that again. Without multiple of you there. But if I am honest, I didn't realize it was going to be such a fuck. You know, like it was a easy looking mission, and it just got really bad really, really quickly.
Saffron. After that ball, we all have targets on our backs.
Yeah.
Even the most menial of missions.
And
could go
perhaps she
sideways
was
very
even
quickly.
She was set up to be a trap. She was sent to us to be a trap.
But you're okay. Just reiterating what the others said. Not on your own, not again.
Yeah, I won't take another mission by myself. At least I told you I was going. She gives Theo a look.
Oh, so we can blame Theo now? No, it's not Theo's fault.
No, it was the fact that Theo had done like the similar thing a couple months before. And she was like, me, at least I told him I was going. Please.
Yeah, and then following this encounter, you then go off to see your dad, and then you kill her without telling us. So
To be fair, she didn't
Yeah.
she only kills one person that time. So it goes down.
One per Emma, just one.
And
that
he
was
was
intentional.
attacking her.
Democracy is growing ever more ponderous.
The body count.
There is rain that comes down. Rain on the windows. Rain on the stones. Rain in the jungle.
Nice.
Time to look back in. Oh god.
Outside, after you guys have had your meal,
Do you want to send
You
me? Sorry.
see-
Do you want to send me the playlist so I can play it through my stream? If everybody wants to join, I'll just play the ambience that normally Carpathian would be playing.
okay.
If you want to send me what you want me to play. Is it on Spotify or?
It's just
YouTube?
one.
it's just one track, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna look into clearing my computer a bit and trying to get the.
It sounds like you need
Yeah,
more
okay.
RAM.
I do, yeah. I definitely do. I've got lots of shit. Lots of shit that I need to sort out, and loads of stuff that I don't even need anymore. That's just taking up space. But I'm lazy and a procrastinator.
No, you good.
Sorry, got a hint of Harry Styles there.
Huh?
I was
Oh,
playing Harry
yeah,
Styles
you were listening to
earlier.
Harry Styles.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Everybody can join my stream and then you'll be able to hear it.
All right. Outside, you see Ulrich negotiating with the militia captain.
Mhm.
And behind them, you see a large figure trundling through the jungle. As
Nice.
Al sets down a massive crate.
Oh, weepy. That was quick.
It's my baby.
That was really quick.
Yeah,
Well, we did a time skip.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that's right.
you're so right.
So we didn't go through the door after figuring out the puzzle then.
You opened the door, saw that there was a lot of blood and bodies down there. We're just like, let's eat first, and like get.
Well, yeah, I know my appetite's best when I see dead bodies, sure.
That's what she's saying. Saf will make her way over to Al because she is not that hungry.
DC's also gonna make her way over to Al for another reason.
I
She
will
want-
accompany Cece.
She wants to know where the other people are and how
The
long
other
they're
what?
going to be. The other people from the ship and how long they're going to be.
Oh, they're like. Some of the crew is left behind to, dock the ship and keep making repairs. Miranda is here,
Is she?
and they are setting up the camp. Cece, as you get near to Owl, you hear Alric. Ah! Admiring my automatic luggage, are we?
Sorry, what?
This beauty here. He indicates Al as he continues setting up camp supplies, unfolding he unfolds a large crate. And the force of unfolding it springs up the spring steel poles, and Alric's tent unfolds.
I am now curious. I'm watching this going, wow, look at that. What do you think of next?
Yes,
You mean Al?
yes, automatic luggage.
Al.
So, is that all you refer to him as?
That's what he is.
He's very good at it, too.
You do realize that he can hear you and understand you, correct?
Of course. How do you think
You
he
need
knows
to,
what to
wouldn't
do?
you?
And he has feelings as well. Did you know that?
Yes. What? You're saying a machine has feelings? Oh, I'm sorry.
Hillary,
Yeah, I remember.
Hillary, just Cece. It's okay, right?
Alric takes a look between Cece and Al and looks back. I don't know where I picked up the spring from. It was a while back, but
Okay, I think this is not a great conversation to be having with the person that is taking us home.
all right, dear, says Alric. She's fair to have questions. I treat
don't
him
think
well.
she was. I don't think that's what she was. Okay. Cece, feel free. She's gonna walk away and sit down and cross her leg, and she's like waiting for Cece to punch this motherfucker in the face.
Hillary starts making a
Hillary's going to
sandwich.
back away and look down the ground, and I didn't mean what I said. Sorry.
You treat him well. Do you?
There's not much man left, I'm afraid.
And
do
who are
realize
you
who
to
you're
judge
speaking to,
that?
correct?
Theo, I think it's best if Cece handles this. She'll grab him and pull him down on the same log as her.
He's gonna stay standing. For reference, he has Cece's parasol, and it's just like trying to. So he's like right next to Cece, holding it over both of them, and it's clear he's taken great offense to this conversation. So sorry.
What ought I do then?
You're good. Captain, you're aware of who you are speaking to, correct?
Eat that man up.
Are you?
You're aware of what?
You're
Mark
aware
was
of
too stunned to speak.
you're aware of who you're speaking to, correct?
One of my treasured passengers.
Yes. Sure.
I'm looking at a nice
And-
looking rock. It's not really special, but I'm trying to.
I'm gonna pull my glove off and roll my sleeve up. One of your treasured passengers who also has a mind spring.
Look at this
I'm
rock.
terribly sorry.
So I will remind you. You may not think that they are human, but I know that they still are.
He seems at at particularly at who are you to decide how much man is left, right?
Oop.
That got to him. I was of mind that there were two kinds with mind springs. Those who were altered, and those who were now machine.
Every altered individual with a mind spring ends up as a, and she does the air quotes, machine. You do realize that, correct? That is the
He's never
nature of having a mind
complained.
spring? Because he does not know how. He has not been treated any differently. He does not know any better. Have you even tried to have a conversation with him?
That one flummoxes him. I see.
Because I
Al?
have.
You can go back to the ship or stay here if you like. He looks to you and just points sort of like that.
Baby steps. Just gonna put her glove back on. She's gonna go over to Al. It's lovely to see you again.
he he slowly is watching as Alric enters the tent and then turns to look at you. He reaches over and he has a set of hanging packs around his waist. And is unstrapping them one by one and handing them off to Miriam and one of the other crew members who are setting up the remnants of the camp. He does this without stopping looking at you. And then he looks over to Theo. And
I'm
then
gonna
back to you.
smile and do a little awkward wave. Hello.
And at last he finishes unloading everything. And the camp is pretty much finished setting up. And he stops for a second. And then slowly moves his hand over and opens it up to you. Just over your head. And he drops a single, very crushed and mangled flower bloom just onto you.
Cute.
She's gonna kind of take it off her head a little bit and then look at it and then look up at him. It's beautiful. Thank you. She'll tuck it behind her ear.
You hear a hiss of pressure released as his legs just sink and compress, and he just slumps into a sort of like compacted heap.
You might not want to sit in the rain. It's not very good for you. Hi, Glenn.
We can let you oil him up if you like," said Miriam. Or Miriam said Miranda.
Miriam. She's alive.
I would have punched him. Saf smirks.
I was considering it.
Saf will
She'll-
stand up and walk over and kind of gently like brush her hand against Cece's mechanical arm with this hand. And she'll wink and go and like help set up the rest of the camp.
I think. Is it still raining?
Yeah, it's going to be raining off and on basically for months. Welcome to
It's
the
fucking
jungle.
Seattle. It's fucking Seattle. Is there any like cover? Is he sitting under cover or is he just getting rained on?
Kind of half and half. You can throw a tarp over him.
She's gonna kind of throw a tarp over his shoulders just to cover him. Make sure that he's not getting hit by the rain, but it's also not like just throwing it over him. 'Cause he's not an object. Ulrich.
The first thing I thought of.
Oh. No.
Oh no!
Stop! You're so mean to him.
I think seeing Cece like go and put a tarp over him, Theo would just kind of walk over next to him and put the parasol over the two of them. Oh, nice to meet you. I don't think we've formally been acquainted. I'm Theo. It's horrible weather, isn't it? And he'll kind of settle down next to Al with the parasol. He's trying his best.
I think he's gonna stay here, but we don't have to.
Wherever you want to go.
We should probably head back to our camp.
Indeed. With the camp set up, it's you guys have eaten, warmed, rested. Everyone that's missing any health or anything like that, you can make a resting recovery with disadvantage.
Oh
Did
shit.
my recovery from last time count towards chance recovery?
I'm afraid not.
What do you mean? That's so mean. It's okay because it
Okay,
counts anyway.
that's a pass. With double disadvantage, I still passed. But yeah.
Same. I got a
I
nat
have plus
20 and a 16.
14 to recovery.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
How the fuck?
And that was only for chance. I didn't lose any hit points yet.
Okay. All right.
Would it be okay to have a? Yeah,
Yes,
that's
we
the-
can have a quick break.
Reversing?
Yeah.
Is Al reversing right now?
We'll come back on the 45. Fair enough?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
no problem.
Okay.
Oh my god, my
Bye,
fucking
recording.
computer.